Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to my yoga class. So we're gonna start off with spirit to spirit again. So hopefully you guys remember from last week. And this exercise just helps us align with spirit so that way we can have the best outcome with whatever we're doing. So we can do this any time of the day, anytime you want. So we're going to do it as to create an intention for our yoga practice today. So let's just close our eyes and we'll take 3 deep breaths. Start to come back into your body. Okay, and then keeping your eyes closed, bring your hands to your heart. So we're gonna create an intention for our yoga practice tonight. So it can be that you wanna stretch something out, or you wanna work on a certain issue, or you want clarity about something. Whatever you want your intention to be, just take a moment and think about what you want your intention to be. Okay, and then now keeping your eyes closed, we're gonna do spirit to spirit. So you're going to just focus on the center of your chest and acknowledge your own spirit. So I like to pick a color for my spirit. So just take a moment and see if you can see any colors. If you can't see a color, then just pick one and just acknowledge your own divine, sparkly spirit inside of yourself. And then we're going to acknowledge our healing guides. So these are the people, the deities, anything that's helping us out. So this is like your spirit guides, your angels, your power animals, your ancestors, all of them and the highest versions of themselves. And you can imagine them all around you. You can imagine a picture if you want to, or a symbol, whatever helps you to visualize it in your mind. And then we're going to acknowledge the higher power. So whatever you call that, God, truth, I like to call it universal cosmic consciousness. So we're just acknowledging the higher power, and the higher power is putting us in the right place and the right time to have the best yoga practice tonight, because that's our intention. So we'll seal that with a yogic breath. So inhale, push your belly out. Exhale, push your belly in. And then gently open your eyes, bring your hands down. So we're gonna stretch out our spine. So we're gonna inhale, reach up really tall. And then exhale, just gently come forward. Take a couple breaths here. And then come back to center, big circle with the arms. Let's do that over to the right. So inhale, reach up really tall, come over to the right, come down. And come back to center, big circle with the arms. Let's do that on the other side. So inhale, reach up really tall. Come over to the left. And come back to center, big circle with the arms. Let's do that one more time. So inhale, reach up really tall, just stay here. We're creating lots of space in between our vertebra. Inhale, and then exhale, come forward. And then come back up, big circle with the arms. Let's do that to the right. So inhale, come over to the right. Come back to center, big circle with the arms. Let's do that to the left. So inhale, reach up really tall. Over to the left. Then come back to center, big circle with the arms. Okay, let's bring our feet out in front of us. So we're gonna come into Paschimottanasana. So inhale, reach up really tall, and then exhale, just gently come down. Just feel the stretch down the back of the legs here. Just take some deep breaths. And then slowly roll your hands back up to the top. So we want to sit up really tall. And then let's bring our feet out behind us. And then we're going to come into cat-cow. So we're going to do 3 minutes of cat-cow. And we love this because this aligns all of our chakras. And it helps strengthen our vagus nerve, which does so much in our body, for our brain, and our stomachs. So we're gonna inhale, look up top, and then exhale, chin to chest, and just go at your own pace, whatever feels good. If you can go fast, go fast. If you can't, don't do that. Don't hurt yourself. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chin to chest. And then let's come back into child's pose. Your knees can be either together or hip width apart. Just take some deep breaths here. And then let's come back onto all fours and then come into easy pose. So you're coming into cross-legged, this easy pose. And then from here, we are going to do fists of anger. So we're going to do our thumbs are going inside of our palms, and then your fingers are coming over the top, and then we're going to bring our hands out in front of us. And then real quick, you can put your arms down. So when we breathe, we are going to do equal inhale and exhale. And so we're going to do it slow, so that way we can learn how to do it together, and then we'll do it a little bit faster. So it's going to be O mouth breath. So and you're inhaling, push your belly in. Exhale, push your belly out. So it's gonna be, it's almost like breath of fire, but we're doing it slower. Okay, so our hands are gonna be out in front of us. And so we'll do it together, so 3 minutes. So close your eyes. So start to think of things that make you angry, frustrated, irritated, and use your breath to power the movement. Keep going. Start to breathe faster now. So use your anger and frustration to power the movement. So even inhale and even exhale. And then with straight hands, we're going to inhale, lift up, hold the breath. Imagine a white light radiating all around you. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Hold. Imagine a white light radiating out of your fingertips all around you. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Imagine a white light coming out of your fingers, coming down on the left, right, the bottom. It's enveloping you. And then exhale. Take a couple breaths here. Okay, so let's do some shoulder rolls. So we'll do 5 to the back. And then we'll do 5 to the front. And then let's do some neck rolls. So we'll do 3 to the left. So just take your time. Do 3 on the left side. And then switch So let's come into neck releasing pose. So we're gonna bring our left hand and we're gonna put it, it's gonna be facing our spine. We're gonna put it under our sit bone. And then we're gonna bring our right hand up and over, and then you're gently gonna bring the head to the right side. So you're not yanking on the neck here, you're just gently placing that hand on the left side of the cheek. And so you get a little bit more traction down the left side of your neck and your trapezius. Take some deep breaths. So make sure you're taking those yogic breaths. You inhale through the nose, push your belly out. Exhale through the nose, push your belly in. And then release that right hand and use the hand to bring your head back up to center. Let's do that on the other side. So your right hand is facing towards your spine. We're gonna put it under our sit bone. And then sit up really tall. And then we're gonna bring our head over to the left and then bring the right hand up over your head and just gently bring your head over to the left side. Take some deep breaths here. And then release that left hand and use your hand to bring your head back to center. And then release that right hand. Okay, and now we're gonna come into our addiction meditation. So this is really good for our addictive thoughts, our addictive habits, anything that you're addicted to. This is repatterning our brain. So our fingers are going into the pads of our palms. We're just gently placing the thumbs into the temples, and we're mentally saying sa, ta, na, ma, while we gently clench the back molars. And then this time we're just gonna focus in at the third eye. It's the point between the brows. Inhale. Focus on that third eye. Exhale. Okay, from here, let's come out with our feet in front of us. So we're going to come into Paschimottanasana again. So inhale, reach up really tall. And then exhale, come down. Feel the stretch in the back of the thighs and the back of the calves. And then walk your hands back up. And then we're going to come into our twist. So this is Ardha Chandrasana. So we'll bring the left foot over the right knee. So you want to sit up really tall, flex that right foot, and then we're going to bring the left hand behind us, and then we're going to bring our elbows to our knees. So we're going to inhale, and then exhale, twist to the left. So take some really deep breaths here, because we're giving all of our organs a really good twist. Rinsing them out. You can deepen your twist by looking as far to the left side of the room as you can. Just getting deeper with every breath. This is really detoxifying for all of the organs. And then let's come back to center. Let's release that. Let's come into Paschimottanasana again. So inhale, reach up really tall. Exhale, come forward. See if you can get deeper in the pose this time. Just take some really deep breaths here. If your hamstrings feel really tight, the back of your legs, see if you can just soften those with every breath. And then walk your hands back up to the top. And then let's do the twist on the other side. So sit up really tall. And then this time we're going to bring our right foot over our left knee. And then we're going to bring our right hand behind us. Bring your elbow to your knee. We're going to inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. We're going to deepen our twist by looking to the right side of the room as far as you can. And then come back to center, release the hands, release the feet. And then let's bring our feet behind us. We're going to come onto all fours. And then from here, we're going to come into downward dog. And so we're going to bring our hips up towards the sky. You're going to drive your heels down into the mat. We're going to look between our toes here. Take some deep breaths. You can pedal your feet left and right if that feels good. So you want to drive your tailbone up towards the sky. If you need to bend your knees to do that, go ahead. And then you just want to drive your heels to the mat. So you can always keep your knees bent here if you need to, or if you want to straighten them, you can. You just want to feel the stretch. You don't want to hurt yourself. And then let's come down to our knees. Let's come back in a child's pose. Feet together, knees hip width apart. And then let's walk our hands back. So we're going to stand our heels here. Okay, so we're going to learn how to get our arms into the right position for downward dog. So what you guys are going to do is stay here, and then we're going to bring our palms are going to face up towards the ceiling. And your thumbs, you want them point straight to the back of the room. Okay, so you're like this, palms facing the ceiling, your thumbs are straight to the back of the room, and then we're going to flip our hands over, and then from here, we're going to bring our hands out in front of us, and then we're going to bring them down to the mat. So as you can see, the inside of your elbows are facing each other. So that's where you want your arms to be in downward dog. So let's come back into downward dog. So again, your hands are hip width apart, your feet are hip width apart. You want to make sure the inside of your elbows are facing each other. So drive your tailbone up towards the sky, drive your heels down to the mat, take some deep breaths here. We're going to look in between our feet. You can pedal your feet if that feels good. Again, if you need to bend your knees, so that way you can get your tailbone up higher to the sky, you can always bend your knees here. Then let's come back into child's pose. So feet together, knees hip width apart. And then let's come back onto all fours. So from here, we're gonna bring our right knee in between our hands. And then we are going to come into a twist. So you can use your fingers. You want to tent your fingers here. I find that easier than if you were to have your palm flat on the mat. So tent your fingers. And then we're going to lift that right foot up, the right knee up, and then we're going to bring the left arm up, and the left arm is straight. So we're coming into a twist. So we're opening up this left shoulder, and we're driving down through our heel. You always want to make sure your knee is over your ankle. So we can look up towards the sky here. Let's take some deep breaths. So that foot is off the mat, the heel is off the mat. If you need to come down onto your knee, you can always come down onto your knee. That's fine. And then bring that arm down, and then bring the left foot back. Let's come back into child's pose. And then let's come onto all fours. So we're gonna come into threading the needle. So we're gonna bring our right shoulder through, come down to the mat. Take a couple deep breaths here. And then let's come back onto all fours. So we're gonna come into our twist on the other side. So we're gonna bring our right foot through, and then this time we're gonna come up on that left toes. So make sure your knee is over your ankle, and then you're gonna twist to the right. So look up to the right. If you need to come down onto your knee, you can always come down onto your knee, or you can stay here. Really open up through that right shoulder. And then circle the right arm down. Let's come back onto that knee, come onto all fours, and then let's push back into child's pose. And then let's come onto all fours, and then we'll come into threading the needle on the left. So bring the left arm through. And then let's come onto all fours. And then let's come back into a seated position. And then bring our legs out in front of us. So we're gonna come into boat pose. So from here, let's bring our feet to the mat. And then we're gonna roll back onto our tailbone. So we're on our sit bones and our tailbone. And we're gonna bring our arms up, bring our feet up. Take some deep breaths here. So hold this for a couple breaths. Okay, let's bring our feet down and let's roll back onto the mat. Let's bring our knees into our chest. So grab your legs, take some deep breaths here. You can rock left and right if that feels good.
Powering on. Ready to pair. Paired.
Okay, so we're gonna come into a twist. So bring our knees to the mat, and then we're gonna bring our arms out to a T, and then we'll bring our knees over to the left, bring our head to the right. Then bring your knees to the top. Let's do that on the other side. So bring your knees over to the right, bring your head to the left side. To the top, and then we'll bring our knees into the chest again, and then let's rock and roll up into a seated position, and then we're going to come into boat pose again. So we're going to roll back onto our tailbone, bring our arms up, bring our feet up. Let's take some deep breaths here. See if you can go any lower than you were last time. Make sure you're breathing. And then let's bring our feet to the mat. Let's roll back, bring your knees into your chest. And then let's rock and roll into a seated position. So we'll come onto all fours. And then from here, we're gonna come into pigeon pose. So we'll start with the left leg across. So bring your left leg across, bring the right leg down. Take a couple breaths here. And then let's bring that right foot in. Come back onto all fours. And then stretch that left foot out. So we're going to do that on the other side. So bring the right foot across and then bring the left leg down. And slowly bring that left foot in. Come onto all fours. Stretch that right foot out. And then let's come onto our bottoms. Let's roll back onto our backs. Bring the knees into the chest. Rock left and right if that feels good. And then let's come into Shavasana. So let your feet fall to each side. Take up as much space on your mat here as you'd like. Close your eyes. Go ahead and take 5 yogic breaths on your own. So inhale, push your belly out. Exhale, push your belly in. then just start to relax. Just let your breath fall back into its normal rhythm. Now start to imagine a bright blue, clear sky. And in the sky, there's a huge smile. It's smiling down on you, just filling the sky with a smile. As you start to relax, just let your brow smooth over. Let all the little muscles in your forehead relax. Start to let your eyes soften. Feeling the little muscles at the corner of your eyes relax. Even imagine a slight smile at the corner of the eyes here. Start to let your jaw relax. Let your tongue fall back into the root of your mouth. You can imagine a slight smile at the corner of the lips. Start to let your neck and your shoulders relax. See if you can feel the tension moving out of your shoulders. Let it melt from ice to water. Watching it move from water to gas. Letting your arms relax. Filling into your fingers and your hands here. See if you can feel that alive, tingling sensation in your hands. You feel the aliveness that's here right now. Take a moment and focus on your heart. See what's there right now. Is there a pressure in your chest? You feel angry or sad, frustrated. Taking a moment and seeing what's there. We'll add a smile to the heart, not covering anything over, just adding a smile. Moving down to your belly, just let your belly relax. Not focusing on those yogic breaths anymore, just letting your belly fall into its natural rhythm. Add a smile across the navel. Just focusing on your hips, let your hips relax. Add a smile from hip to hip. Start to notice the length and the volume of your legs as you feel them touching your mat. Now see if you can experience all the aliveness in your body as a whole right now. Then slowly start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Bringing some life back into your limbs. And then bring that left arm up over your head and gently roll over onto the left side. And slowly come up into a seated position, eyes closed, hands to your heart. Keeping our eyes closed, we'll end our class with practicing healing streams of grace again, which is just a way to bring healing or clarity to anything that you need at the time. So we'll do spirit to spirit first. So we can create an intention if we want. So if you have something that you'd like healed, just bring it to your mind right now. Maybe you just want to have a really good week for the rest of the week. You can do that too. So we're going to acknowledge our own spirit. So just take a moment, focus on the center of your chest, and we'll pick a color. So just acknowledge that you have a divine, sparkly spirit inside of yourself. And then we're going to acknowledge our guides, our helpers. So these are our angels, our the elements like earth, fire, air, water. These are any saints, sages, ancestors, anybody that's there to help you in the highest version of themselves. And then we acknowledge the higher power, which you can call it whatever you'd like. I like to say universal cosmic consciousness, and imagine like a white beam of light going down from above to the top of my head. And now that we've done spirit to spirit, so we're going to do healing streams of grace. So you're just going to ask that healing streams of grace come in and assist you with fill in the blank. You want to have a really good week, put that in there. You want to heal something, add that in. So we ask that healing streams of grace come in and assist me with having a really good week. And then I like to imagine rays of the sun coming in. So those healing streams of grace, I can feel them. They're all warm, like the sun. And then you don't have to do anything else. All you have to say is, I ask for signs, symbols, and omens to continue showing me anything I need to know in order to have a really good week. And then you can close it by saying thank you, and then you forget about it. And thank you guys for coming to my class. Namaste.